Welcome to my Sunday reset. For the past few years, I've made it a priority to dedicate one day a week to pouring back into myself. For me, that day usually lands on a Sunday, but honestly, it can be any day that works with your schedule. Having a reset day brings so much more ease, peace, and intention into my life. It's my chance to slow down, nourish myself, and enter the new week feeling grounded and cared for. I like to begin with my morning routine. I spend time journaling, doing morning pages, practicing breath work, meditating, and prayer. Sometimes life gets busy, and during the week, I don't always have time or energy to fully sink into those practices. My reset day is my opportunity to come back to them, to reconnect with myself. My favorite parts of the reset is checking in with my body and asking, what do I need today? Some weeks that looks like yoga or going for a run or spending time in nature with a hike. Sometimes it's getting a massage or simply resting. This week, my body was craving a glute workout and some core, so that's what I gave it. Movement doesn't always have to be the same thing each week. It's about listening to what your mind and your body need. One thing I always try to include in my reset is doing something just for the joy of it. Not because it's productive, but because it fills my cup. This week, that looked like drawing. I used to draw all the time as a little girl, and every time I pick up a pencil, it feels like I'm reconnecting with that part of myself I don't want to lose. I think there's something beautiful about making time for things that used to bring you joy. It's a small way of honoring my inner child and pouring back into myself. Another part of my reset is creating a space that feels peaceful to come home to. I clean my space, I meal prep for the week, and I put everything back in its place. I've noticed that when my environment feels calm, my mind tends to feel calmer too. It's my way of creating a fresh start before a new week begins. These little rituals might seem simple, but over time they've become acts of self-love. My reset is about creating space to reconnect with myself before the week begins. Hello, my loves. Hello. It is Sunday, and I wanted to bring you guys along my Sundays. I haven't done this in a while. So on Sundays, I like to call it my Sunday reset. And I want to encourage you to pick any day of the week. Honestly, any day that works with your schedule. Just having one day where you can set a few hours where you get your life together. So I just got done cleaning my environment. So let's talk about that. I feel like my environment always reflects my mental state. If my space is organized, my mental space is organized. If my space is cluttered and things are just everywhere and I'm rushing, I can see that in my space. And I feel like throughout the years, I've recognized that. I'm sure a lot of you guys can recognize that in your own life. Every time I struggled with depression, I feel like my space reflected that. And as soon as I would organize or clean up after I had like a long depressive episode, I felt like immediately my life felt better. And I just feel like, one, yes, having a clean space is nice, but truly it is for my mental health. I feel like when everything is put in its proper space, everything has a place, everything is organized, I just feel better about my mental health. So I want to encourage you, look at your environment, find ways to make things simpler, to make sure everything has a spot, make sure your space just makes you feel calm and brings you at ease and doesn't cause more stress in your life. Having a day so on Sundays, I love to just deep clean and make sure my environment is setting me up for the week. And throughout the week, life happens and things can get disorganized and can get messy, but I know that on Sundays, everything is gonna go back in its place, and it just gives me like a fresh start. So I'm getting ready right now to go pick up a harvest. My friend Amilda has been harvesting from her garden and giving them to her community, and I am a part of her community. So we're gonna go pick up harvest basket. It's been such a blessing to have this summer. I've been getting like zucchini, cucumbers, peaches, just so many wonderful things. So we're about to walk about 15 minutes and go pick up our Sunday basket, and then I'm gonna get ready and meal prep and just cook and make sure I have meals for the week. That's another important thing that I want to talk about. I have had moments in my life where I'm thinking about dinner every night. It's a question every night. What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? And sometimes maybe that is what your life calls for. You're just too busy to cook for yourself. But how beautiful it is. I've been cooking for myself consistently now, maybe the past 4 or 5 years. And since COVID, honestly, I still eat out here and there, like if our meal prep is over and I just feel like, I want to treat myself. I'll eat out when we have our few spots in the neighborhood that we love. But I love meal prepping. I love having a day where I cook a big pot of something. I cook something where we have that for the next 3-4 days. I'm not thinking about what I'm having for dinner, and I feel like it relieves so much stress. And I just want to encourage you, set some time aside to cook for the next few days, to meal prep for the next few days. And I promise you, it's just gonna relieve some stress, some decision making that you have to make every day. And so yeah, that's what we're gonna get ready to do. So let's go pick up our Sunday harvest basket. Sundays are just this sacred day where I'm returning back to myself, Sundays are pouring into myself, pouring back into my cup. So I encourage you, please find a day that works for you to pour back into yourself. And I'm showing you what I do, but life looks different for everyone. So find what works for you. What does that look like? What does pouring back into your cup look like? I want to hear in the comments. So I've been talking for a while. Let's go pick up our Sunday harvest.
I know it's a bit of a mess in here. This is the gallery, but I'm just, organizing the produce.
I'm so grateful.
We got spinach. Well, yeah. We got thick leaves. We got thick. We got thick leaf spinach. We got collard greens. We have celery. We have Swiss chard. We have some other things like herbs and stuff. I don't know what else. And
I'm so excited to look through it. Yeah, thank you, my love. It's a statement piece anyway, but no one else is gonna have this.
Right. It's 60s. For real. I have this yeah, I knew. Yeah, I was like, this sounds like 36. I was
What is it about?
about the women bodies and the lies told about the woman body.
Hi, my loves. I just got home. Oh, I'm sweating. It was getting hot. Okay, so I went to go pick up my Sunday harvest. I'm about to show you guys everything I got right now. But I wanted to show you guys clothes that I got. So I ended up getting this skirt. I showed you guys outside. I tried it on. So cute. She said it was from the 60s. So pretty. I just feel like it's one of a kind. I love having statement pieces that no one else has. And then I got this like flowy top. It's polyester, which you guys know I've been telling you guys I've been trying to stay away from polyester. But like, you know, sometimes, you know, a few pieces here and there. And also, it was so cute not to get, you know, I just gotta be delicate with it and probably just hand wash only to try to preserve it. But so cute. Those are the two pieces I got. Imelda got some pieces too. That was fun. All right, so let's go through my basket and let's see what we got for our Sunday harvest. Lots of greens. Whoa. Wow. So many greens. Wow. Kale, some collard greens. I don't know what this is. Some more greens. I want to say this is maybe lemon balm. And then we got some more right here. Some more greens. My Sunday reset isn't about checking every box. It's just a way to come back home to myself. I hope this reminds you to make space for whatever fills your cup. Thank you for spending Sunday with me, and I will see you in the next video.